Hello, everyone at home. Welcome back to the Hogeki Heroes campaign, the Trials of the Wickermen. Uh, Tonight it is me, Phil, Jose, and Kiwi. Head was supposed to hear, but he's not feeling well, so we're gonna continue on. Everyone, who's ready? I missed you guys, by the way, over the holidays.
Yeah, me too.
We back.
We back. So, last time the party snuck into Fuzhou, and y'all and from there, y'all basically did a scope of the city. Uh, One group contained, which had Pensy, Josaku, and Maya, went through the streets to sort of scout out what's going on, see if they can see what they can get from there. It was easier with Josaku having the hat of disguise and Maya not wearing makeup and having her hair cut, so she looks basically almost nothing like her wanted posters. Pensy, being the least known member, being a relatively new member of the Wickermen, also does not have a wanted poster currently, so managed to avoid that kind of situation there. On the other side, Isaac, Varys, and Amelie, along with the rest of the Shin and their new companions, Team Firecracker, the Firecracker crew, decided that they should sneak in through the sewers and use an underground base that used to be part of a weapons depot here in Fuzhou. Once on the streets, Josaku, Maya, and Pensy ran into a very interesting individual. They ran into someone who referred to themselves as Lady Ida of the South, which told them everything they needed to know. That it was the white dragon of the Dragonflight, Idahog, the scion of the South Pole. That is where we pick up. So, Josaku and Pensy. We'll start with you guys because you guys are above. I know the plan. So y'all said last time that the plan was to sneak back into the sewers after once it got dark. Correct?
I think so. I honestly don't remember.
I think
It was a few
so.
weeks ago. All right. Well, we'll say night eventually falls. Let me see. Do I have a map for this? I don't have one for the nighttime, so we'll just leave it on this one for now. Oh, actually, I'll swap it to the canals. As y'all eventually make your way down, I will need. Josaku.
Oh.
Give me a history check to see if you remember the way to this old depot where you and Maya would go to hang out as children.
Could be a 9.
That'll be a 9. You're lucky that it was a low DC.
Okay, I think I had a -1.
Say what?
I have a -1. That is good.
Yes, because the DC was 8.
Woo.
Hold up 1 second, I need to do this. But as y'all got down into there, you eventually do find the Hold up 1 second, y'all. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I apologize, gang. I need to do something very quickly.
All good.
Son of a bitch. Okay. All right. Well, I'll have to deal with that tomorrow.
Everything good?
there's a leak in my wall in my apartment, and it turns out it's now in 2 walls.
Oh,
Yeah, I gotta tell them about that and get it figured out. So I gotta call the office and say, okay, somebody was supposed to be here Monday. They haven't been by, and the leak is now spread to another room.
oh God, wait,
This room happens to be my office, where my computer is.
That's real bad.
oh yikes!
Yeah, that's not great. But yeah. All right, with the 8, with the 9, you were able to eventually discern your ways through the sewers. Actually, let me roll for Maya. See if she did any better than you. Probably did, but it's not. But it's worth a shot to check. Okay, she did much better than you. She rolled a
I'm
26.
assuming. Oh my gosh, wait.
She rolled a natural 20.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, but liquid dice came in handy for Maya. Yep. So with that, y'all are say despite you getting lost a couple times here and there and sort of make your way down, Maya flawlessly remembers the plan and flawlessly remembers where y'all are supposed to be. As y'all are led down there, eventually y'all do find this again abandoned weapon. The entrance to this abandoned weapons depot. Maya does some knock on the door before you do see it opened up by the Shin. And y'all are now in here, inside. Inside this weapons depot, underneath the city of Fuzhou.
Is this everyone party that went to sewers included?
Mm-hmm. Everyone is here now as Maya brings everybody over to a large table that you used to mock plan battle strategies on. Where, well, senpai, looks like we're finally doing it. Except for this time, it isn't pretend.
I didn't imagine it'd quite go like this.
Yeah. I imagined it be more majestic.
Same here.
As you hear a couple, as you hear a snicker. Uh, we mean planning. We mean planning battle. Planning a battle, of course. So we have a couple options that we can do. Sorry, had to answer a message. So our first, we have, there are 3 priorities in the city. She picks up as she places out this map of the city and another map of the sort of like the tunnel system that goes underneath Fuzhou, which basically works as a sort of sewers that runs underneath the canals. The first of all is the prison. Wujian Prison. One of the more secure prisons in the Empire, specifically designed to not allow for normal escapes because all of the access routes lead into floodgates. We need to get those open to be able to break anybody out. And it would be nice if we had some of the bushi as well as any sort of guards or anything that weren't executed, including your uncle. Lord Yamato would be a great assistance in this with his veterancy, knowledge of the castle, and knowledge of our enemies. He's known Masao a long time, and and as far as I know, they consider each other rivals. second order of business. As she puts a, as she, by the way, she put a blue, like, chip over on the prison, basically to indicate that's Yamato. As she places a white one over at the, at the palace. Ida. We have to figure out a way to deal with an ancient white dragon that's here in the city. And this is news to everyone except for Pensy and Josaku. Sorry, my lady, did you say that there is a ancient white dragon in the city? Pensy. Pensy?
Yes. Sorry, I spaced out for a second.
Can you do anything to, I would say, can you create some sort of magical image? To show her, to show her humanoid form.
I don't actually know if I can. That'll be a no. I cannot.
It's no worries. She appears as a tall woman. I'll say with a
Oh
more
wait.
of a mocha skin.
Could I use like the telepathy to put the image into people's heads?
Absolutely, you could.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So you all so Isaac, you and everyone else that wasn't part of the trio on the surface, see this sort of like mocha-skinned woman with long flowing white hair almost down to the ground. She's adorned in this white, gold, and blue, almost armor, almost regalia. Same. Long, thin white eyebrows,
what?
piercing
Did you
blue
just say
eyes.
Did you say same when I said wood?
Yes!
Keep going, keep going.
What? You just said it! We agreed! What's the problem?
You're going into this description, then you randomly said wood, and I'm like, wait. I'm locked in now. I'm sorry. I got the giggles out.
Okay, good. So yeah, basically what you might have missed is she said that there are 3 orders of business that need to be addressed to truly take back Fuzhou. That the first is going to be breaking Yamato out of prison and getting the assistance of him and any of the other Bushi who may have been imprisoned for disagreeing with everything that's going on. The second is dealing with Ida. And the third, as she puts a silver token on the ground, is Masao. He's basically an entire regiment, say, just on himself. And I don't know if even all of my Shin together could take him down without suffering at least half of our number in losses, not to mention any of the other guards or anything that he brought with him. So, if anyone has any ideas... We do have an access route into, to scout both the prison and the castle if we would like to. In addition, we have several people here who could who could infiltrate, who could infiltrate both the prison or the Crimson Rise.
My preference is on the prison.
Would you like to scout one or Well, if we do hit one before scouting, we will will be harder to scout afterwards for the other.
And should we split our forces again?
The thing,
Reconvene back here?
the thing is, only so many of us are so stealthy. Of the people around, I suspect only myself, Senpai, and Isaac could get past all the defenses unseen. Maybe. Did any of you guys take notes on the name of her, like the person that uh that was like Pensy was teaching you
Oh no, I don't remember.
God damn it, I need to write these down. Oh, Fukaya, that's what it is. Aha, I started to click them, that way they're saved. Maybe Fukaya could get in too, but the smaller the group, the better. So would you all like to split up? Say, and someone go individually to each place, or would we like to go, say, as a trio to scout? Everyone else here can more or less sweep the city on foot, register say movements and everything. Everyone except for you two. As she looks at Varys and Amelie, you two would stand out way too much. Unfortunately, while the Shin can blend in, being Imperials, you two can't.
Don't we have like a hat of disguise?
Yes, but Josaku is currently using it. Because his wanted poster is all over the city and he will be recognized.
Don't we all have wanted posters all over the city?
Yes, but you would be sneaking through the underground tunnels. There's no risk of you being caught in the sneaking section versus the above ground section, which would have like the other Shin walking the streets.
Okay, gotcha. So we're gonna have them like have Amelie and Varys just hang back underneath the city.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. What do you think, Josaka? What would you do in this situation?
I was thinking I go to the prison and Isaac goes to Dragon Place.
Okay. Who does Maya go with?
Me, Lamau.
Okay. Well then, that would leave Team Firecracker to go with Isaac.
Okay, I like Team Rocket.
This is going to be interesting. Well, it looks like you're going to be traveling with us. Yes, this should be amazing. That's right.
There is no way this can go wrong.
Absolutely no way. We've got this.
Just in case, do you have any next of kin?
I do. I do. I
What
don't.
would you want me to tell them?
That I was helping to liberate Fuzhou. All beside my dear friends.
Okay, now if I bite it, I want you to tell my wife that I love her.
What is her name? Or what is her name?
That I don't actually have a wife.
Then why
I
did
just
you
wanted to
tell me
sound dramatic.
that?
I just wanted to sound dramatic.
Well, you succeeded, and the drama was exquisite.
I like this guy.
Shao, you really should stop hamming it up, Shao. Why? Why shouldn't I ham it up as much as possible? Team Rocket! I'm so glad I introduced these three. They're so fucking dumb. Okay, so, let's see. All right, so, everyone would like to split up, you said.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, with that, Pensy.
Yes.
Everyone, say the group turns to you and says, "Okay, Pensy, you will need to take two of my. So you will need to take two of my shin as attendants while roaming the streets. A noblewoman without attendants would draw, I would say, would raise, as a little bit of attention and curiosity that we don't need."
Um. Yeah, I wouldn't want to bring us unnecessary attention.
All right. So, how this session is going to go then is we're going to have three separate sections. I would like everyone to roll me D100. Well, no, D20s. D20s. Not D100s. Okay, we have a 5, so Phil is probably going last.
Let's go.
Oh, okay, well.
What'd you get?
So about that.
What'd you get? Kiwi?
I rolled a 2.
Oh my gosh.
You're kidding me. A 1, a 2, and a 5. I spoke way too fucking soon.
The universe says, "Fuck you."
So it looks like the adventures of Team Firecracker and Isaac Beecher will be the first one up.
We
Well.
saved the best for last.
What, the Josaku and Maya arc? True, though.
I'm not. Oh, but there's Team Rocket. I love them.
Don't get too attached.
What do you mean?
I guess there's no point in dragging this out. Let's go.
Well, we won't go now. The tunnel may be patrolled during the evening. It's actually best to go through the day because the patrols will focus their attention on the parts of the Crimson Rise wherever the family and any of the important VIPs are. At this revelation, Maya is like, Did you all just come up with a way to get into my house without us knowing and exposing a flaw in our security patterns? Is that a problem? In most cases, yes, but not right now. Senpai,
Yes,
thanks for convincing me not to kill them.
of course.
Well, we absolutely were useful. There's no reason to have killed us in the first place. Well, I know that now. You really need to work on talking around people. Thus far, I would say it's fine. What do you say, Senpai?
I haven't seen a problem.
And what about you, Isaac?
Yeah.
Awesome. Pensy?
No opinions.
Aww. You're hurting my feelings. Anyway. They'll be expecting any sort of infiltration of the prison at night, too, by the way. So that one, if we go during the day, we're more likely to not hit any of the night guards when they would expect someone to do it. We can sneak around. We also have these potions, which will help us get around some of the defenses. However, we will need to be a little bit lightweight in our traveling. I'll explain more later, Senpai.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's start with the adventures of Isaac and Team Firecracker. Is there anything else anybody would like to do before y'all go to bed for the evening?
I don't think so.
Nothing? All right. So, starting off, as you'll wake up in the morning, Josaku, you and Maya stayed down below as Fukaya and a male Shin who is wearing your hat of disguise went up to the surface. Thankfully, Fukaya has short hair, so she can pass for Maya with, I would say, when not drawing attention. Isaac, you all stayed. You stayed below as well. And Pensy, you went back up above with them. Just so I could might stay below, and then now, Isaac, as you were traveling through with Team Firecracker, I say, so, what is your story then, Isaac? Was it? Yes, do tell us about you. I too am interested in you.
I got my little brother killed, and now I'm like a rogue.
Oh. Wow, that got depressing really fast. I apologize. I'm sure it wasn't actually your fault.
No, it definitely was.
Oh. Well, I'm kind of there with you, Isaac.
You also got my brother killed?
No, not in that regard. And this is, by the way, this is Saki who is saying this. Whenever I'm using like a more normal voice, assume it's Saki, because Leo's voice will be very booming, and Shao will have that saucy sound to his voice. So, I wanted a certain toy, so my mother decided to take on some extra work to help try and get it for me, she said. She wanted me to be happy, and she never came back. Shao here was the only one who would be my friend.
That's rough.
Yes, but you have us now. You have me and Leo. Yes, we will. We will stay. We'll always be here for you, Saki. We will always be here for you, Saki. I'm trying so hard not to do the Brooklyn accent. I keep wanting to do it, shifting from James to fucking Meowth. But so why do you want to help stop I would say why do you want to help liberate Fuzhou and prevent the tyranny of the Empress?
Oh, I don't want to. I don't really care about any of that.
Oh. Then if you do not mind me asking, why are you here?
Because your country declared war on the world.
Yes, but like why are you here specifically?
Because Because I'm hoping to help my buddy
Ah,
and also weaken an enemy nation.
the bond between friends truly is magnificent, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd probably kill for Josaku. No,
Just,
I take that back. I have. Yeah, I definitely have.
I say I would too, as I would for each of them. Aw, Leo, you're getting so sappy on me. As then Saki like gives him like a small like smack pat on the back of the head. You two don't need to get so sappy in front of our say in front of our new guest and the new companion of Team Firecracker.
I have a question.
Yes.
I only know the Sapphire Empire as a conquering power. What's it like, just as from a civilian's point of view?
Um, it's not bad. Shao, if you don't mind me saying, your family came from money. It's not like you had it rough. I'm still a man in a woman's dominated world.
Ain't that the truth?
No, you don't quite understand. In the Empire, men are not supposed to roam the streets without a woman accompanying them. It limits the amount of jobs we can get and roles we can have. In positions in terms of family, no matter what it is, with regards to say to it, say a woman will always pass over a man in every way. I've heard some countries still practice both sides, but frankly, I think it should be equal. Shao,
Women, am I right?
you are rich. As then Saki shoots you a dirty look and then smacks Shao in the back of the head again. And as someone who is technically considered a monster, it's not that bad. There's usually, as long as I don't mess with I would say with any roaming caravans or humans, or Leonin, usually it's pretty fine.
So, do most citizens like your empress?
For the most part, they do, but that's mostly because in our culture, the Empress is revered as someone who's not only royalty, but borderline divinity. Dragons are considered more, I would say, more of the highest form of a being can be on this world. So it sometimes borders from loyalty into worship for some. None of us were like, I say none of us were like that, and that's why we were able to have a civil discussion and come to the understanding that the Empress is doing wrong.
Do you think most people support the war then?
I don't think most people understand it. I think they have been fed propaganda. The masses are made to think that the world declared war on us.
God,
That the empire was just taking back what is theirs in the islands.
makes sense. That's an interesting point of view. I didn't think about that.
As you've seen the pictures of Sapphire's northern borders, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you remember that section that belongs to the kingdom, in the northern half of what is connected to the main continent, that all historically has been part of the empire. But after the last Great War, it was taken by as as penance by the kingdom. It resulted in a lot of animosity because especially a lot of traditionally Leonin homelands were taken. Down here in the south, there's not as much resentment. We don't have as much vitriol towards other nations, but there is some anti-dwarven sentiment among the older crowd. Simply because in the wars in the west have always been fought by the dwarves of Karatis and the Empire. I like to think that most people would actually be against the war if they knew why it was really started, but I don't know how you would get that message out and how many people would actually believe you if you did.
Well, it's always interesting to know.
Oh, sorry, wrong map. Nope. One moment. Something we have to do here. As one second. Like this. Oh wow, I should have fucking used that art before. Okay. Okay, so I didn't find this art in time, but this is the art for the Crimson Rise. Actually, no,
That's
that's wrong one. My bad. Wrong art. Realize I pasted the wrong thing. This is it. With sort of like that building in the courtyard that's the main house before like the actual like rise itself. We're underneath the main, let's say the main courtyard of the Crimson Rise right now. Normally, beyond here, all of the pathways are sealed off or barred, except for one. As he takes his weapon, which is like this studded club, and like taps it onto the wall in like 3 different places, and you see that it start to give before it kind of opens a little bit. Turns out this one was a secret passage installed by the builders, way back when the Crimson Rise was built, centuries ago.
Well, that's impressive.
Isn't it? Aren't you wondering how we found it?
How did you find it?
Shao tripped on a stick. Leo, I was trying to be cool in front of our new ally.
I think you're pretty cool, Shao.
Thank you, friend. Don't stoke his ego too much. I think you are pretty cool too, Isaac. Even though I haven't seen any of what you do, the way that you command respect from the Shin and from Lady Maya must mean that you are a warrior of some or a leader of some renown. She did say that you would be the one primarily to infiltrate the palace. If you like, we can create a small diversion safely. If you would like more privacy in your trip.
Sure, as anything that keeps you out of danger's way.
Oh, it wouldn't be danger's way. We have our ways. Absolutely. And by that he means I have my ways. As all of a sudden you see that there is a say snake that like slithers out from under Saki's armor. I have a little friend who can draw some attention away consistently. You'd be surprised how many people freak out when they see even a tiny snake anywhere where there's supposed to be food or people using the bathroom. Actually, no. It is not a cobra. It is a viper. Yes, they canonically have familiars that are their Pokemon. Say hello to Sev.
Hello, Sev.
As you see the tail of this little snake like basically wave at you. He's an animal familiar of mine, so I can make sure that he gets in and out of danger anytime. What? Well, we'll go do that. Have a say. Be sure to get stealthy. Would you like to stealth while they're talking?
Actually, I want to summon Chester real quick.
Summon Chester? Go for it. What is his form?
I'm gonna summon him as a rat.
As a rat! Okay, as you do, you see Chester appears on your shoulder, sees the snake, and you could just see them all of a sudden just start to death glare at one another.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. He's
You see like little rat hands?
Look, Chester. I'm gonna level with you, buddy. You're probably not gonna be here for very long. Look, I need you to do me a solid, man. Okay. Look. You're a last resort. Okay. Just hide in my pocket until I need you.
I don't know if you see the chat.
That's exactly how I imagined him looking.
Yeah, that's how he looks right now. He's like, okay, as he hides in your armor. Well, we will leave you to it then. Best of luck. I say, best of luck. And try not to get caught. That's right!
Yeah. Good luck to you guys too.
Who needs the luck? We are Team Firecracker. We make our own luck.
All right. I'm gonna try to stealth.
Alright. Roll me it, because you know how this goes. I think you have advantage on this, right?
Yep.
You disappear. As you start to climb through these tunnels here, and they did give you a sort of a map of these tunnels, by the way, for you to get through. Let me do this. I need to save this thing at the Crimson Rise. So as y'all, as you make your way through it, eventually you do get to where. Is there any place in particular you are trying to go to, actually?
Wait. Why am I here in the first place again?
Scouting out, so you're here to sort of like scout out, see if you can learn anything around. You basically, with a 33, you will have unfettered access to anything anywhere in the palace. You can go to find the, you could try and find the Saitos. You could try and scout out to see what's going on in the, sort of more or less like throne room, the main hall where you would assume Ida or Masao would be. You can investigate like guard schedules. What would you like to do around here?
First, I want to get a layout of the building.
Okay, absolutely.
Takes a solid start.
Okay, yeah. What as you were combing through, you start to like sort of like tick down certain things about it, like certain walls where it looks like maybe something could breach through if someone was like Varys's level of strength, something where someone could sneak through if they had like any sort of polymorphing ability. Maybe you could get through with I would say with Kinless Summer, things like that.
Can I make note of any exits?
Absolutely.
You have to come in or go out.
Take notes on this, by the way, of what you're making notes on.
Take notes of the notes.
Like, actively write it down. That way, like, because whatever you have notes on might come in handy later.
Gotcha.
So you looked for basically vulnerabilities, exits, pathways. Anything else in particular you can think of?
I'm gonna go look to see if there's any like places, like any guard rooms or any place where the guards like congregate.
There absolutely is. There is a garrison within the building, and you find yourself in a sort of a small tunnel directly underneath the guards' rooms. You're able to hear through the vents if you would like to make a perception check to see if you can hear what a couple are. I would say what anyone is saying. All right, yeah, 22. You're able to clearly hear on their conversations. Jeez, have you seen the new? Have you seen the new? The lady that came with. With the Slayer. Scary one that. She appears to be the one in charge, despite him being one of the highest ranking men in the entire empire. Are you surprised? It is a woman, and by the, if her regalia or anything to, to measure at, powerful one. What's your duty tonight? Or what's your duty today? Currently in the middle of it. On break. Apparently a bunch of us are set to guard the north end of the building. I hate that they're doing this to Lady Saito, but orders are orders, right? Oh, you're put on babysitting duty, right? Which one, the mother or the daughter? Daughter this time. Oh. It's a good thing that they went peacefully, though. I'm happy that they weren't hurt. Yeah, well, you could say the same for, Lord Ito. I mean, he didn't have any permanent injuries. Yeah, but apparently he got roughed up pretty bad by Masao's guard, but he ordered him not to be harmed. The lady ordered them not to be harmed at least. Yeah. Well, not harmed may have different meanings for the people from the capital. You two, what are you talking about over there? Just discussing our posts, Captain. Don't need to know each other's posts, but alright. You want to know where you're posted tonight? I'll say where you're posted to. I'll say where you are posted today, Chang. I'm already received my post for the day, sir. Well, I'm changing that. You get to. You get to do the main hall and the meeting room. You're on that patrol tonight in duty. Apparently, Lady Ida wants to make sure nothing goes wrong. There's a VIP in the building apparently today, according to her, and we need to be on extra alert until he's gone. Yes, sir. And with that, most of the little small talk kind of fades away as the captain's in the room now. So it's like, oh hey, dad's in the room. Let's not chit chat.
I'm gonna move on and go look for the Saitos.
Okay, you're gonna do the Saitos. All right, you did hear that they were in the northeast wing of the Crimson Rise, using the map that that Team Firecracker gave you. Along the way, you do hear something along the lines of, "Hey, you get the exterminators around. We've seen a snake. A couple
Did you
snakes
fix anybody
roaming around
else?
the hallways." Say what? What'd you say?
You lagged out for me. Did you lag out for anybody else?
Yeah, lagged out for me too.
Oh, sorry. Saying there's a couple snakes roaming the hallways. We need the exterminator out here. I'll say pronto to see if they can put out anything to prevent any sort of interruptions. Apparently, there's a VIP in the building right now, and we definitely don't need anything getting into the Saito's room. Eventually, you do make your way over to that area, and it just seems like there's things that are heavily guarded. You don't hear any sort of commotion right now, but the more you do around the events, eventually you do see both. Let me pull up their images. Both in separate rooms, both Sakura and Hisako. Sakura is, however, eventually, as you're going by, you do see her talking to one of the guards at the door. If you're going to keep me a prisoner in my own home, you should at least let me speak with my mother. Do you have any idea where my sister is, even? Lady Maya, I told you, Lady Maya has been branded a traitor. No one knows where she is. I call bullshit. Look, Lady Sakura, if I knew where she was, I would tell you. But I don't, because no one knows where she is. And no, if I say, frankly, Lady Sakura, between you and the Silver Slayer, he scares me more. Then, you do hear a door open on Hisako's room. Would you like to go check?
Yeah, I'll go in. I'm not going. I'll go check. I mean.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I thought you meant. You're gonna go to that side of like the passageway.
Yes.
And you do notice that, like, again, like, these are narrow ones, so you're kind of having to, like, crawl a little bit. Occasionally, I may have you re-up a stealth check, by the way. I would say that right now, based on, like, the tunnels you're in, go ahead and roll me another one.
Oh, thank God I had advantage.
What was the other one? Oh, my God. Yeah, no, 29, you are still every bit as stealthy as you were before. Or are you? I'm just kidding. Okay.
Was the other one a nat one?
Yes.
Yes.
Poof.
Oh, just wait till I get fucking reliable talent, dude. I'll never fail again.
No, you won't. Your minimum will be a fucking 24 on stealth. And it vexes me that that is the case.
I mean, it wouldn't be till level 17 anyway.
Kind of crazy. Wait,
Would it not?
24?
Yeah, because I have to be rogue 11, and I'm rogue.
Oh, I thought it
6,
was
so-
10.
No, it's 11. I think it might be 10 in 2024.
Oh, okay. So as you make your way over, you do see that it is Masao that has walked into Hisako's room. Is every accommodation to your liking, my lady? You know damn well better than to ask me that, Morimoto. Why would I talk to a dog when the master, when the master holding the leash is not, is in the other part of the keep. As you see, like, obviously, he's not taking kindly to being insulted. It's you do well to watch your tongue. You're not, this is no longer your home. As she gets very close to him, this has been the Saito's home for over 500 years. This will continue to be the Saito's home for well over 500 more. Last I checked, you still hadn't found Maya. Rest assured, my lady, your daughter will be found sooner rather than later. Then you don't know my daughter. She's quite more capable than you think. I'll enjoy the day I can look at you, Masao, and see you kneeling in front of me. You're very lucky, ma'am, that I was instructed not to harm you in any way, shape, or form. And the same goes for Sakura. Because apparently you're more valuable as a bargaining chip than anything else. Gods know that your tongue isn't exactly what it was professed as. Oh, it seems my tongue is getting very much into the core of your being already, Slayer. You say that as if it's an insult. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. Dog. Go back to your master before they start to tug on your leash. There's nothing I have to say to you other than that. When this is all over, I will enjoy the end results of any meeting we have. That will make one of us. And you hear him outside. You hear, guards. Make sure the guard duty around Lady Saito is doubled. If anyone other than myself or the Lady Ida comes around, kill them. That is a direct order. Worth it. As that was Hisako saying that it's like worth it to poke the bear. Smug silver son of a bitch.
Okay, is he gone?
Yes, he is.
Okay, I'm gonna back up for a bit and then whisper as I cast sending on Hisako.
What are you going to say?
I'm going to say Maya is alive. I am an ally. Do you have any information to share? Respond in 25 words or less.
As she looks around uh before saying let me say this. Danger here. Ida is dragon. Guards are uh given orders by Masao. 12. I say VIP here now. Very important. Not sure who. Keep her safe, please. That was 24.
I'm going to pass as I pass her room. I'm gonna whisper, "Be ready," and then keep moving.
As you see, as you say that into her room, you see that she like adjusts something in her hair, and you can almost see as if she's like nodding at you, even if she can't figure out where you are. All right, what would you like to do now?
I think I'm gonna go look for either Masao or Ida's room.
I just okay, so you don't know where their rooms are specifically. No one really talked about that, and no one really did it. They did say that Ida was with a VIP at the moment.
Wait, you know what? Fuck, I should have done this last time. I'm gonna have to blow another spell, and I'm gonna ask Hisako if she knows where the meeting room is.
The meeting room. You wouldn't even actually have to burn the spell on that. You remember the guards talked about them basically meeting in the grand hall dash throne room.
All right, I'm gonna go look at the map, see if I can find my way there, and go see if I can crash this meeting.
Versus me. All right. As you walk, as you sort of like get it, you find a spot sort of based on the tunnels. You do have to do a little bit of climbing, but you are able to sort of get above the throne room. There's sort of like these like almost like air passages, so you're kind of having to shimmy through them before you eventually do look down, and you do see Ida in the room speaking with a hold on, let me find this one. One moment. As you do see, like this human male, he seems to be about the same age as Ida's human form, but he's wearing this like all black and purple about him. Looks almost Nyrian or or Runadavian in his complexion. So I'll say so the so everything is going according to plan here. Yes, my lord. Currently there are complications with the front lines, namely certain the dwarves were able to push a little bit further. But Ristix was able to push them back. They suffered less losses than you originally had planned with the with our scheme, as they expected me to be there. I think they might have sent an advance scouts that he missed with it. Ristix is powerful, but I believe that he overestimates his power, and it leads to foolish actions. Make sure that it does not happen to you as well. As you see him sort of like stare down, like even though she's taller than the human form that than like this human, she's taller in her human form than he is. It's almost as if he's looking down her, even though he's looking up a little bit at her. Yes, my lord. Now, is that my title? I let it go the first time, but you will address me as Emperor. As you see her sort of like scowl a little bit. Oh? Is that fight I see, Ida? Ida Hogg, the scion of the South Pole. She who conquered the wastes. When I ventured down to your snowy home, to your snowy little abode, you had that same look on your face. Are you intending to fight me? No, Emperor. I made that mistake once. I am not Ristix. I am not Gridram. I would not be so foolish as to fight you. Good. Now remember what the intentions are with this city. Yes, Emperor. The cash flow will be redirected towards the towards the inner empire, and will be in this being used as an inland trade port as well as dealing with any of the smugglers around. We'll have the funds redirected to the capital post haste. We'll use the teleporting matrix to do so. Very good. Now, I notice you have been taking a little bit of a liking to this form. As much as the human, I'm sorry, I've forgotten to give Ida her accent this whole time. Yes, as much as these humans do, do vex me from time to time. Fuck, I'm trying to do Russian because she sounds Russian. Ah.
I can just imagine Russian.
Yeah, again, she's got a thick Russian accent.
I think if you just give us hey, this person sounds like this, we can probably just fill it in.
Then again, obviously the guy sounds a very refined, very old, deep voice that is very much carrying, but he carries that air of dominance with every speech, with every word he says. It sounds like he's the only one talking in the room. If that makes sense. If he was in a crowd, he would be the only one whose voice you would really carry. And this form is very amenable. I'm able to integrate my draconic aspects without much issue. Do not get too attached to it. Remember what you are. These mortals are beneath you, but they will still be my citizens. Remember what the greater goal is here. Emperor. Leave me. I will teleport out of here, but you need to resume duties overseeing to make sure that the city is not taken, for it is essential to the continuation of the war. I say it is essential towards a speedy end to the war. Yes, Emperor. As she bows before him and walks away. Before you, all of a sudden, as you're looking down, you see his neck crane up and a pair of purple eyes staring at you. Hello, Isaac.
Ah, shit.
As all of a sudden you feel yourself sort of like taken out of the room, you feel like now it's almost as if you're inside this grand throne room in front of you, staring in front of this entity. How do you like my newest visage? Quite a far cry from, I'll say, from the human form Caliban preferred, isn't it?
It looks nice.
You know who this is. Say who I am, correct? You have been always the smart one of your little merry band of adventurers, so I would hope that you know who I am.
Yeah, Nirvash.
Very good. As you see him sort of like shift form a little bit, you can see those purple draconic eyes just like pop up I would say in his face. I figured a form more befitting of an emperor would suffice. While also masking, I would say masking any sort of thing. My offer remains. And it's just unfortunate for you that I happen to be here. Ida Hogg is powerful, yet she is unobservant. I take it was you who reported Ristic's presence on the battlefield and led to fewer losses among the dwarves.
Could have been.
As you see, roll me a charisma or actually, I'll say wisdom saving throw.
Oh, hey, my worst one. Let's go.
Well, okay, I'll let you choose between wisdom and charisma. Never mind. You got a 4.
No, I got a 3, baby.
No, sorry, on the dice, you got a 4.
Oh yeah, it's a 0 anyway.
So it was you. Just know, whatever you do in this city, I can undo. Right now, your allies do not even think I am here. And as far as I know, I detected a scenting spell earlier. How many more can you actually do in a day? By the time you get a message to your friends, I may be in another country altogether. Why are you fighting for them, Isaac? You hate them. These idiot leaders that fell for an obvious infiltration, an obvious time, a gathering of all the world leaders, when the world's most powerful being was at large. And all of a sudden, a new consort for a known troublemaker. Why do you fight for such idiots? Why do you fight for men and women who only care to consolidate their own power? You should fight with me. Make the world a better place. In your mind, I see pain. I see trouble. back home. What if I was to fly to Girdashell, personally rend the flesh from the bones of this man you know as Smiles, and present you his skull? I could do it.
With all due respect, I've learned by now that it's better to not put your trust in all powerful beings and to just win things by your own efforts.
Learning not to trust the gods, a good endeavor. I also see that that blade is the same way it was 10,000 years ago. Very thing created to wound me. It actually gave me quite the scar, you know. So you are once again rejecting my offer. Sure.
I'm afraid so.
Unfortunate for you. Don't worry, I'm not going to kill you. There would be no, I say there would be no satisfaction. Besides, why waste someone who could be, I would say, who could help further the world's future? If you do end up defeating Ida, I wonder what your next adventure. You venture home? You try to save the Kuramid? Will you venture to the Elf? Will you go to Tian? I wonder. I look forward to with great interest because there are things going on behind the scenes I never imagined. However, don't dally too much here. I wonder how Harkleth would enjoy playing, or if he would like to be sent to Nair. He and Gridram would make quite the combo to contend with. Don't you think?
Ah, shit.
Think on my offer even longer, Isaac Beecher. I am old, which means I am patient. I have hopes you will come around you and yours will come around one day. Oh. Now that's interesting. You have had your mind in other worlds too before. The Feywild. Interesting. Would a promise that she would not be harmed when I combat Titania swayed you?
I would thank you to not go rummaging around my brain, please.
I will do as I please. Comes. It is part of my powers. One thing us amethyst dragons have is we have an uncanny ability to do that. For some, it is like such as myself, it is by default. I don't have to rummage. It's as if you wear it on your face every time I look at you, as it is with all of your allies and every other human on this on this world. Why do you think Ida is a It's not just because she knows I would destroy her in combat. It's because I know every little insecurity, and she has no way to stop it. Think on my off. As he flicks his wrist, and you find yourself back in your body, up in the vent. Before snaps his fingers, and you see this portal sort of open, or this ring open, zoop, consume him, and he's gone.
I know there's probably other stuff to investigate, but I feel like at this point, Isaac would probably just like leave. He just beat it out of there.
You actually got the majority of it. There's maybe one other thing that you could investigate, but there's not really that much.
I feel like he'd be too freaked out at this point, and he probably just bail.
Fair enough. It's a good thing then that you went to Hisako and the guards outpost first. Yep. That's why one of the reasons I was asking, it's like, ooh, who's sneaking in? Who gets to talk to Nervash?
Oh no, goo.
Oh no, goo.
Well, because also, it would have been separate conversations if the rest of you had been there. So, let's go next to Pensy. Is there anything you would like to shop for? Maya gave you some gold as spending money.
Shopping, huh?
What would you like to go for? Is there anything you would like to buy? You are in a vast trade city, so there are magic item shops. There are shops where you can find various like goods. Anything off the top of your head you're looking for?
Man. Let me see. Attuned items. I don't really think so. There's nothing I like really need at the moment.
Okay.
I suppose shopping to keep up appearances though, maybe go shopping for like some clothing or something like that.
All right. Trying to remember if I can remember what name your character had. Or what was your alias's name?
Oh, I don't remember.
Ah!
There's
Let me
no
see if
wait,
I
never mind.
wrote it down.
What was it, like Lady U, right? Yeah, Lady U of House Tao. I remember I did write it down because y'all don't take notes.
I took some notes last time. I just didn't write that down.
Gotcha. I'm just giving you shit. All right. Right. You wanted clothing?
Yeah, just stuff to keep up appearances to make sure that it looks like we're doing what I said we were here to do.
All right. While you're in that clothing store, you do see that this store actually doubles as a magical item shop.
Oh,
Well, it doubles as like for like magical accessories, basically.
hmm.
So you do see, for example, there is a ring that has like several sapphires and amethysts inside of it. Um, it looks like it has some sort of magical effect. You do see that there is some boots that appear to be any sort of let's say that appear to have some sort of magical effect as well. There is a one moment, I'm trying to fix this thing. Um, there's another ring that has like just a large amethyst inside of it. You see that there are some glasses that appear to have some sort of enchantment written in on say around the frames. Is there anything in particular you'd like to look at?
Probably the ring and the glasses. I'd like to look at a little bit further.
All right. Ah, I see you are a woman of refined taste. As you do uh, see this older imperial woman come forward towards you. Ah, I say one of very good taste. Your boots, by the way, very. Or actually, no, you don't have the boots of Bezos on right now, do you?
I don't know.
Because y'all couldn't take reveries in, say in via normally. But actually, no, wait, y'all would have gotten them from the group who was in the old arms depot.
Yeah,
So would you have say that you would have worn the boots of Bezos out and about?
I don't see why not.
All
It
right.
kind of fits, right?
Yes, your boots very stylish, but these boots of
Thank you.
levitation. With a snap of your fingers or using the command word up, you can levitate as many times a day as you would like. 4,000 gold.
I see. What of this ring?
Ah, the ring? That ring
Yes.
is the ring of shooting stars. It allows you to say, as she holds up, it lets you cast lights, dancing lights, very fire, and allows you to generate balls of lightning wherever. Makes for a great party trick and also makes for very good at stopping people who are trying to steal from you.
Hmm. Very interesting. And these glasses?
Ah, once again, very, very good. I say good eye. These are very special. They are the eyes of minute seeing. Basically, whenever you are studying anything, you can activate the word on the glasses and allow you to look deeper into something.
Deeper into something. Hmm. What do you mean by that?
Hold up. I'm basically gonna do a picture. Um, oh, I know what it is. Hold up. Hold up. Basically, this. Effectively, games wise, they give you advantage on intelligence, saying investigation checks that rely on sight. Basically, they're short range, so it's only when like you're like deeply investigating something, like you have to be pretty close to it. But
Hmm.
um, if you have them, again, it'll give it. You'll be even like able to see it even better with the advantage on investigation. These are 2,500 gold. Do you see anything you like from among them?
Oh, they're all very wonderful, but I think I might just stick to some regular clothes today.
Ah, I'll get you to a magic item for next time. Is there any that you're particularly looking for?
Would I know like what would be appropriate for someone of the status I'm supposed to be impersonating to wear?
I mean, it's one of those things where your character, I would say the character you are impersonating would have money, and again, being a woman who works for a house, like you already, the fact that you have magic items on you, you're pretty much in standing with what you're looking for. I would say in terms of
Right.
like what you would have, because obviously you have uh actually, what items do you have on you? Let me double check. Um,
I've just got the.
because like the boots of Bezos obviously give off like some sort of magical aura.
hmm It's the only thing I have that would be maybe a little bit stand out is the drum.
Nah, you probably wouldn't have the drum on you, I'd imagine. Oh,
Uh,
would you have Chronicler in your
well, it's
headset?
kind of embedded into my head, so
Yeah, but you could be wearing like a hood or something like that, or like a headpiece. Do you think you would have it visible?
Probably not. I don't think that would. I think that would stand out too much.
Okay. So with that, again, like the fact that you have at least one decent magic item here, like they can't really get a read on the boots of Bezos, but like it drew her to you.
hmm
It would be like you can have a magic item of like decent value, but like not anything that's like legendary, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'd just buy some like
Just some standard robes or whatnot.
traditional clothing for the region. Yeah,
All right. You end up looking very pretty.
yeah.
All right. Um, is there anything else? Are there any other stores you would like to frequent?
Is there like a potion store?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll just pop in there.
All right. What kind of potions are you looking for?
As usual, maybe some healing and see if there's anything unique that stands out. Interesting.
All right. Let me generate a potions only thing. This is going to be interesting. Okay. That shop. Because also this is a very large city and it's a trading hub, so like there would be access to like a decent amount of magic items here.
hmm
Not quite as much as Young Zhuai, but pretty good. I hate it that it's not letting me go back and do the thing I fucking want it to do. Oh my gosh. Okay, apparently I'm just dumb because apparently there are no um really? I guess I'm just stupid in terms of using these say this shop generator. Okay, finally got something good. Okay. Um okay, so there are potions of speed, potions of invisibility. Actually, no, I'm sorry, no potion of speed. I forgot. I've jokingly banned the potions of speed because I don't want Hedge to get them just as a meme at this point.
Understandable.
Potions of invisibility, elixirs of health, diminution, basically any sort of like potion that you could think of, you'll probably find here.
hmm
There's also
Okay.
several potions of clairvoyance, potions of gaseous form, resistance. So yeah.
Gaseous form, resistance. Um,
Hello, my lady. Is there anything I can help you out with today? As you do see an attendant walk up to you, a young man who appears to be about like 16, 17.
okay. Uh, I'm just looking around, seeing if there's anything worth bringing back.
Yes, if you need any help with anything, my lady, please do let me know. I am at your service every time of the day. Oh, the, all right.
So let's see. I don't know. I'm not sure what's worth getting. What does the potion of resistance do?
It gives you resistance to a certain damage type.
You get to choose,
It
or
depends on which one you buy. You have to buy one and like sort of like say which one you're buying.
Okay. Good. Well, considering the situation, why don't we do cold?
Roll damage. All right. How many would you like?
We'll get one for everyone in the party. So
5.
4 or 5.
All right. That will be 300 each. So we'll say that that comes out of the amount Maya gave you. Is there anything else you were looking for? Is there? Are you expecting some sort of trouble, my lady?
Oh no, just we plan to possibly take a trip in the near future.
Oh, then any health potions?
Absolutely. What have you got?
Well, we have all of them.
I'll get whatever they got.
Yes, here at 1 second. Here at Boruto Bottles, we have everything.
How much money do I got from Maya?
How much are you trying to get? I'll tell you what's reasonable given what she say, because right now you put in about 1,500, which is a decent chunk.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take as many health potions as I can get.
Okay, I'd say probably not gonna able to afford very many supreme healing potions,
Fair.
because those are each 1350.
Yeah.
And remember, you can always try to like haggle down. Superior healing potions are 450 each. Let's say that she gave you about 3K. That sounds about right for like Maya, who again is rich bitch, so doesn't exactly know how much like in terms of the money would be going forth. Uh, so that would leave you about 1,500 to work with. You could either go for like 3 superior healing potions, because those are 450 each.
Hmm.
Each greater healing potion is about 150,
Hmm.
and each healing potion is about 50.
How much are the Supreme? Is that what they're called?
Supreme are 1350, so you could get one of those.
Ooh.
Yeah, Supreme healing potions are very expensive. Because also they heal a lot.
Let's.
Like you regain at a bare minimum, if you roll ones on every single dice, you get 30 hit points back off of one Supreme healing potion.
How much did you say? I had about 1,500 from.
About 1,500 left, yeah.
All right, we're breaking the bank. We're gonna buy 5 Supreme Healing Potions.
5, but you don't have that much money.
I have 5,700 gold on
Holy shit, okay.
me.
Um, because they don't have that many, also.
Okay, then I
They
will
said they
buy.
have whatever, but I would say that they only have 2 Supremes just because they're that expensive. Like just straight up, because also like on the potion list I'm looking at, it only has 2 Supremes.
We'll do 2 Supremes, and then we'll go down the list of whatever else we can buy with it.
Okay, so they have 2 Supremes. That's 26. Sorry, that's 2,700.
Mm-hmm.
I would say they have 4 Superiors. So
Mm-hmm.
that's 14. I'm gonna keep this total up. That's 2,700 plus 1,500 plus. They said 4 Superiors. That's 450 times by 4. You're already at 6,000 gold out of 8,700.
Uh-huh.
They have. I see 4 graders. So 4 times by 150. Oh, hold up. 4 times by 150. That's 6,600 thus far.
Mm-hmm.
And then I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 normal healing potions. So that would total out to 7,000 gold.
Perfect. Buy
Total.
all of
You're
it.
going to do it?
Yep.
All right. I would like you to take 4,000 gold out of your inventory.
You got it.
Holy shit. I did not expect you to do that. Also, wait, you already had a bunch of healing potions in your inventory, too. What the fuck?
Uh-huh. And I'm gonna hand these out to everybody.
Jesus Christ on a cracker. Okay, did you get those numbers down right?
I have not added them in yet, so let's see. We need
There were 2 Supremes,
2 Supremes. Wait, why are they...
4 Superiors. I'm sorry, not 4. Yeah, 4 Superiors, 4 Greater, and then 8 normal. I will never need to buy health potions again. Also, you just used up most of my funds.
2 Supreme, 4 Superior.
4 Superior, 4 Greater, and then 8 normal. As this kid, as you are just listing off everything, what you're taking, he said, "Mother, mother, yes, what is it? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Yes, my lady, we will get these at once. Thank you so much for your assistance. Would you like to haggle?
Haggle. Sure, why not?
All right. What would you like to get the price down to, or what would you like the price to be?
Go small-ish. Let's try to shave off about 500 gold.
500. So you're only gonna go. So you're only trying to bring it down to 61k or 6100.
You know what? Fine. Let's try to shave off 1,000.
So I say about so 5600. All right.
Yep,
I need a persuasion check.
you got it. Do you perhaps offer deals in bulk?
Waiting on your roll.
Yep.
I mean, we can, with how much you're purchasing, I'm sure that there's something we can take off a little bit.
Oh,
How
thank
much are
God I
you
have
thinking?
persuasion advantage. Okay, that's a 24.
That is a 24. How much are
Well,
you thinking?
I understand that this may be a bit much, but seeing as I'm buying so much, I was hoping you could maybe take off about 1,000.
Oof. That is a little much. If you, are you saying, my lady? If you would like, I think, given it how much you're buying in bulk, I think I could take off about 10%. That would bring you down to 5940.
Well, I wouldn't want to run you out of business, so I think you have a deal.
Thank you much. Boruto, I say, pack up the things. Yes, 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 mother. Okay, so with that, I would like you to add 660 gold back to your inventory.
You got it.
By the way, the DC for asking off 1,000 was 25.
Ah, damn.
Yeah. You still got her to go for 10%, which is still a lot of gold. More than a lot of people
Yes.
see in their lifetime. It's just Maya's not going to be happy with how much you spent.
We can pay her back.
Can you, though?
Absolutely. Who
Just
said
fucking
we aren't
have
gonna
to do it.
steal a little bit of gold while we're here?
Wait, did you say steal?
Uh,
It's my favorite thing.
oh, yeah, wait, I forgot to say, Isaac, did you want to try and steal anything while you were at the palace?
No, I don't want to risk anything. Fuck that, dude.
Oh, shit, also, I forgot to put, Pensy in the market. Damn it. Okay, so no trying to steal anything. All right. As you as you go to leave and you're starting to roam around the city, is there anything else you would like to do? How would you like to spend the rest of your time? Just like sitting at a cafe or something like that?
Do we have anything? No, I guess. Yeah, we'll just hang out. Well, maybe if there's any uh regions that I understand we'll have to sneak around later, we could just stroll through those areas and try to get a beat on like guard patterns and something like that.
Moment. Let me see if I can find something. Okay. Um. Yeah, you're able to sneak around. You do find eventually like this little cafe, which you notice a lot of the guards are like walking around past. And you notice something in particular while you are walking through. There is a woman who walks past you, dressed in this sort of dark, formal robe, walking by. You do hear her say, "Excuse me, is this seat taken over on this side of the table?"
Not at all.
Good.
Please.
So, as again, underneath that, say her sort of like outfit, you do see that this is a very striking woman. Looks all the imperial, but there's just something a little bit off about her. Excuse me, I don't think I caught your name.
It's Yo?
You.
What is you? Oh, I'm Lady You.
Oh, of House Tao.
Yes, that is correct.
Yes.
And you are?
Well, you see, where I'm from, as you hear all of a sudden this voice in your mind, one gives their actual name first. As you see the eyes start to glow a little shade of purple. Now,
I'm gonna feign ignorance.
don't create a
I,
scene, young man.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
Well, again, this voice is in your head now. You know she did not move her lips.
No, I know. I'm feigning ignorance entirely and speaking out loud.
There is no fooling me. I say, young man. I am Nirvash. I do not believe we have been properly introduced. Pensy quivers.
and we'll switch to telepathy and be like, okay, and what of it, you big lizard?
You, most vexing. For some reason, something is actually able to shield your mind from.
Yeah.
I already spoke with one of your friends in the palace, so I knew you were here. It wasn't that hard to find a Kenku, roaming the streets, roaming the markets, appearing as a woman. Quite the disguise, quite the idea you had.
Thank you.
What have they told you?
Told me? I don't need to know anything about you from other people. I was at that wedding.
Yes, and you saw a bunch of people who had grown fat on glut, on the suffering and the work of those beneath them, who did not deserve their positions of power, and watched as that power did nothing to save them from my wrath, from the wrath of those who had been subjected to the evils of this world, and wants to actually make it a better place.
Make it a better place, huh?
Yes, with a God that actually gives a damn.
What's your actual plan for the people that you claim to care about?
Equality. Justice. For those that deserve it, for those that commit crimes against their fellow Apollinian. Punishment. For those that commit the crime, I say punishment befitting the crimes. And yes, that includes those who serve me. I know of that the tools which I use currently flawed, broken. Karn is a devout follower, yet his fascinations border on the insane. Speaking of insane, Harglith is a mad dog, and and when the dog's use is done, well, everyone knows what happens to a dog that decides to break off its leash and attack everyone around it. Dear Nora, the woman who had been spurned so much in her life, willing to tear down an entire country just to get any sort of payback on a system that she saw as wronging her. Zolrek, whose jealousy of his fellow members of the Arcanum led him to betray them, led him to siding with me.
You cut out.
I said Zolrek, whose jealousy of his fellow members of the Arcanum led him straight into my employ. Do you not think I understand the follies of those who serve me? Their crimes will be answered when I am able. You, however, have a noble heart. You have people to protect, I assume. I will tell you, this mental barrier you have up does vex me. It is infrequent that I
It's
run into someone able to to keep their mind protected from me.
it's a little questionable you are saying all these things that sound good, but you really want to get in my head for some reason.
It's hard to trust people when you are as old as I am. Delving into their mind gives me insight into who they really are. Who needs to be able to tell the difference between the truth and a lie when their mind tells me what their intentions are? You don't think I know that some of these dragons intend to fight me once all of this is done? If they do, I will put them down. Because of the fact that they just want to consume and destroy. I want to protect and to rule, so that none suffer as my kind have suffered, as those closest to me suffered. They didn't even tell you my story, did I? Or did they?
Would I have, I assume, read something about him in the past?
No,
No?
because the information of him was scrubbed, basically. Only like very ancient libraries from like the first age. Y'all are in the 8th age, basically like 10,000 years past the start of the first age. The
Gotcha.
first age was the last time that books on Nirvash were really published, because the Primarchs afterwards decided to try and scrub as much knowledge of him as they could from the world. Basically, make
Right.
sure that nobody tried to bring him back.
But I would have access to that now.
With the Library of All
in the-
Knowledge,
Yeah.
roll me a let's see a history check. Let's see if you get it. The DC is high.
All right, come on, history.
The DC is very high.
You hit it every time.
I do
Get
not
these.
have a very good plus to history.
No, but you have advantage.
I do, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Okay, we got a 21. That's you can't ask for much better with my plus.
Oh shit. The DC was 20.
You hit it
What?
every time. I said it.
You got it. All right. So, you would have found the story basically of that Nirvash told everyone that his sister was killed by a band of hunters who were hunting amethyst dragons for their scales, and that he went and he slaughtered the entire villages of each of those hunters and basically got his penance, and that as a result he set out on this quest to basically become a god and take over the world, so that way he could be a better god than the ones who allowed what happened to his sister to happen.
Is Nervosh right, guys?
Well, okay, so he also employed a bunch of fucking murderous psychopaths, and he's very much the end justified the means. He also employed like
get
liches that held like slave driving camps. He kind of had I would say he had demons and devils under his employ. I would say he had he has Harkleth, who is one of the most wanted criminals in the world, even before working for Nirvash. Basically, he's known as a psychopath who sewed the heads of fucking raptors to the bodies of adventurers who were sent after him, and then put them in the middle of the square of the capital city of his home country.
Right.
Nirvash also slaughtered all of those people without a second thought. In addition, he knows that becoming a god will start a war in the heavens. He doesn't care.
Right. Uh-huh.
He knows that that'll basically fuck up everything. He still thinks he's right.
He's the secret pro tag, basically.
Look, I'm going to be honest. I think this is one of those cases where he's going about it the wrong way, but I don't think he's wrong.
You want to just join Nirvash?
I'm tempted. Just tell him he's going about it the wrong way, and be like, "Hey, what if we got rid of these other guys, and instead we helped you?"
All right, fuck it, let's go, dude.
Oh, shoot.
I'd say, as in this moment, by the way, Daenerys shows you some of the things Nirvash did back in the day. Anyone who even slightly rebelled against any of his rules, you see this image from the eyes of someone who was there, who was hiding in this sort of like thing off from the city. You see his massive form fly over and just in one pass annihilate, like just carve a path through a city as if a tornado through it, and you just hear this booming voice in the thing. You will obey for your own safety. You will follow the edicts I have given you. In another, you see him on top of this giant tower. It's like, let your gods and kings know they aren't safe! As you see him rip this silver dragon to the ground. And let their monuments fall! As he knocks over this tower into a crowd of people, crashing, killing dozens instantly. As also the body of that silver dragon that he rips in half falls and crushes even more in the process.
Yeah, he did kill like 400 people, by the way. Like when he first introduced himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He his ends justify the means to the nth degree.
Yeah.
Like to a obviously wrong degree. Even if they are right, there's not much things. And De Niro is showing these to you. It's like his ideas, while noble, do not excuse the methods he uses. The lack of concern for life, anything is worth completing his goal.
And
I can tell by
I
that look,
assume
someone is talking to you in your head. This barrier. It is impressive. Powerful. I would love to have someone of your caliber with your talents on my side. I could also get those gods out of your head.
I assume I wouldn't be able to change your mind about the methods you employ.
Do not the lives of hundreds or even thousands, even millions justify the the saving of billions? Those who make the hard choices are the ones hard choices must be made if this world is to progress. So much of this world lives its life by violence and force. That is the only language they understand.
Right, but that's always what people tell themselves to justify horrible actions.
Is it justifying when I'm right?
It actually, I don't think it matters if you're right or not. I somewhat agree with you, but the methods you're taking to get there cannot be allowed.
Here I was hoping that one of you would be reasonable. I will
I
allow
actually
you
think I'm
to.
being pretty reasonable.
I'm sorry. Here I was hoping that one of you would see the world as I see it. It is unfortunate. My offer will stand to you, and I will not interfere with anything you are trying to do here in this city. Whether or not you complete any goals here, it matters not. I'll say with the plan.
Hmm.
However, just know Idahog is not as forgiving as I am.
She seemed aggressive for sure, but actually, she seemed to have a bit of a sweet spot.
Simply a toy to be played with. That's how she sees you. She saw that you saw that she was something to be feared, to be wary of. Think of a cat pawing at a mouse before it breaks its neck. They see no value in your lie. I see your talents. But if there's no convincing you this day, we may speak more in the future. Have a good meal, Pensy. We will speak again. As gets up and walks away. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I think just gonna enjoy the meal, sip the tea quietly, and pretend like none of that happened.
All right. Now, Josaku,
Oh,
you and Maya make your way under, into the, say, deeper into some of the canals. Say, into the tunnels that lead into the canals. You know that there are some that will lead directly to the prison, but you both know that those will actually be guarded because you guys try to sneak around to get a closer look at the prison as kids. You also know that there are some secret ways around. I would like you to roll me a history check at advantage.
okay.
By the way, legitimately, Pensy, Kiwi, if you did not have that, again, like how he was like reading Isaac's mind and like all the thoughts just by like doing it, the fact that you had, I'd say that you were still attuned to Chronicler, though, was huge for you.
Good.
Because basically, I was setting a certain DC over here for him to hit on like a straight D20, and he wasn't hitting it.
Let's go.
Basically, it had to hit like a 16 or higher, and I just wasn't hitting it. Oh, and of course, now the next roll I do after there, 3 rolls in, I hit a natural 20. Great. All right, you rolled history.
I got a
What'd you get?
17.
You said what?
I hit a 17.
17. Okay. What I would like you to do, I'm going to do something to your character sheet. I would like you to do this because what she's going to do is she's going to give you potions of water breathing. All right.
Okay.
She's gonna say, Senpai, the only way for us to really get a proper scouting out of the prison is by going the secret way we learned as kids. You remember, right? And with a 17, you do. You know that you actually have to basically go into a sort of there's a part of the tunnels where basically you have access to the canals and into the ocean, but you'll have to swim about a quarter mile to get in there. That's it, to get over there.
Yes, of course. Through the ocean, right?
Yes. Unfortunately, if we carry very much of our gear, will be detected. So, I'm about to actually adjust your character sheet a little bit.
Oh, shoot.
Let me go ahead and figure out what's going on here. Okay. And given how far we have to swim, there's stuff that would just get in the way. We can see if I know there's at least one other thing, but if this works out, we could probably send either Varys or Isaac or Amelie to help open up a door somewhere inside, knock out a guard. But for us scouting here, we'll need to go sort of light.
I see.
Basically, she's saying you're basically down to like basically just the equivalent of bathing suits and one weapon.
Oh,
So no revelation, no potions. You're basically only going to have God Razor on you.
wait, I have God Reach?
Yes, you do have God Razor. All of your reveries were given back when you met up with the crew in the underground.
Oh, let's go.
So she will only have attached to her hip, say attached to her hips, chastity and abstinence, or daggers.
Well,
All right.
I start taking my gear off.
All right, and she does too. And then y'all say go over to the area. She puts down a sort of like little thing that will keep it hidden against the wall. Basically, it looks almost like a thick Harry Potter invisibility cloak.
Hmm.
All right, I need stealth checks for the swimming.
Yeah.
She rolled really good. She rolled really fucking good.
Ooh. 26.
Y'all are stealthy as fuck. Okay, y'all managed to get over there. You do see that there are some people looking outside of the prison, but you are able to like see some, say into some of the windows from certain angles and see the prison that you see in front of you. Wujan Prison. And you know the layout of most of the prison. So would you say that you have two options here? Basically, you can either try to keep observing everything from outside with these potions of water breathing that you have. You have about an hour. Or I'm sorry, let me double check and make sure that that's what it is. By the way, the Nervash's female form. If any of you guys have ever played Magic the Gathering, he looked kind of like Liliana Vess.
I knew you were gonna say Liliana.
Yeah, I mean, the black and purple, man.
Yeah.
Also, let's be
I also
honest.
saw that coming.
Say what?
But I also saw that coming as soon as you said magic.
I mean, well, duh. You tell me another black and purple sorceress I can look up. So yeah, ooh, give me 1 second. I will be right back. God, I love cold pizza.
Mm.
Oh, crap. Almost knocked over my table. Okay. So she has 2 potions of water breathing. You have about 2 hours into it. Yeah, but they don't have the right aesthetic.
They don't, but the color scheme.
So, you can either swim outside of it and try to look in through windows. There's only so many windows you can look through, and it is the option that will give you the less information. Or there is a water tunnel. So you will have to figure out a way past guards, and you will need another stealth check to do it. But it will get you inside the prison.
What was the second option you cut out?
Basically, there's a small access point where you will have to sneak past guards in the prison to be able to continuously to explore it.
Oh, we ball.
We ball? Okay.
Yeah, we ball.
So you'll get up under. I would say you find. So you find sort of like the bottom of where this like prison area is, and you do find this sort of almost like a sewage tunnel, but because of how the water is, it just kind of like mixes in with anything. You go up underneath it. Y'all do get up under there. As Maya does basically like motion like she's gonna go up and check. I will need another stealth check.
All right. Not 20. Let's go.
Hey.
Ayo.
Damn. What is your plus?
+9.
Damn, you beat her by 1.
Oh shoot.
She's a level 10 rogue, dude. Hmm. Also, she has Skulker, so she technically is even better at it. So, as y'all sneak in, y'all basically poke your heads a little bit up right as some so you see a guard who is walking away as y'all poke up a little bit. You two basically get out just over to the sides of everything, and you still have God Racer's sheath, so it doesn't emanate light. All right.
Hmm.
As you do, she's going to pull out. I would say she has this like little bag that she had with her, like super light, small bag. She pulls out 2 scrolls. I would like you to add +10 to your stealth check.
Oh shit. How do I do that?
Your next stealth check.
Oh, okay.
She's activating a scroll of Pass Without a Trace and a scroll of Prestidigitation. The Prestidigitation is to make sure y'all don't drip water everywhere.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right. So as y'all are now starting to sneak through, I'm assuming I'm gonna just sort of like shortcut some of the stealth sections because otherwise it would just be like consistent stealth rolls all over. Go ahead and give me 3 stealth rolls.
Okay. 27, 37.
37. Okay.
That 20 again.
Net 20.
29.
29. Okay. Well,
23.
is that afterwards?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're lucky. On that same roll, Maya rolled a 2 on the dice for a
Oh
total of
shoot.
25.
Wait, who's 25? Holy.
For a total of 25, because she has a +13 base, +10, that's 25. She also, on that nat 20 roll that you got, she rolled a natural 19.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, no, y'all are sticking to the shadows. There are times you're not really sure where each other are, but you kind of can just feel each other's presence, and you're sort of trying to keep going there. You're investigating through the thing, through the things, trying to sneak through. You see that there's not much light in these places, so you're trying to stick as well to the shadows as you can, sticking out of guard's sight the entire way. Again, if y'all weren't as good at stealth as you are, this would not work. But eventually, you do make it to this range of cells where you do see it looks like that several of them are members of the Bushi.
Hmm.
You do see some people they used to call comrades, some people that you haven't seen in a while, and then you do see an older man uh, who does it. And I'm going to send you this picture. I almost sent it to Kiwi by accident
Let's go.
instead of you. Um, who's in like his late 40s, uh, with this sort of like gruff look, short ponytail, but he's got some bruises and a swollen eye. You see Yamato.
Gonna rush over stealthily, parentheses.
Mm-hmm. All right, what do you do?
The guards around.
At this moment that you did, no. There are guards a little bit of ways. Basically, it's like this set of like almost circular hallways. So they're gonna come back around in say probably in the next 60 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna wait to knock out these guards, actually.
You're gonna knock out the guards. All right.
Yeah, one more time.
As you go to do that, uh, okay. All right. This is gonna be interesting.
Gosh.
I need you to roll me an attack roll at advantage
Okay.
because you're stealth.
$26.
Okay, that is a hit. Maya's is also a hit. As you guys have knocked out the 2 guards that are patrolling the hallways. Senpai, what the fuck are you doing? This was not part of the plan.
I need more time.
Fuck. Tell me one of these idiots has a bar of soap in his bag. Go, do what you need to do. Fuck, you could have told me first,
Coach
Senpai.
Yamato.
Say what?
I'll go straight to Yamato.
Oh my
It'll be
god.
done.
Okay, Jose,
Yeah.
I would like you to know that you were very lucky.
Like, oh.
But at the same time, very unlucky. You'll see.
Wait. Oh, okay, well.
Well,
That second part's not as good.
You walk up to things, and what do you say?
What have they done to you?
Josaku, what are you doing here, boy? Get the fuck out of here! What are you doing here? You were wanted by the Empire. What have you done?
You've been captured by the Empire.
Yes, for opposing Masao's restrictions. There's a curfew on the city, in case you haven't noticed. There's restrictions on who can get in and out. They are treating our people, the city, like a cage. They have imprisoned the Satos. You did not bring Lady Maya here. As he sees Maya off on the side, like searching the packs. As he reaches through the thing, what's your AC?
Oh, 15 right now.
Okay, cool. He smacks you upside the head. And one more thing! You absolutely should not be here. What is that sword on your back? Please, no. One more thing. What are you even doing here? Out of all places, why would you come here? And why would you knock out the guards? Don't you know that now they're going to be on high alert in case there's any sort of prison break?
Well, then I'll just be breaking better. Cannot be leaving you here like this.
No, but you could have talked to me, say, in short bursts, and we could have discussed while the guards are in between here. We have about a 30-second window.
I didn't think 30 seconds would be enough.
No, but 30 seconds multiplied would have been. How did you even get in here? How did they not see you? They covered most of the entrances here. Unless you... did you climb up through the sewer pipe?
Yes, it was rather unpleasant, but I got past them. As you see.
It is good to see you, Josaku. As he reaches sort of like, he pulls you through the bars and like gives you like a hug through them. You should not have come, but it is good to see you. So how many do you have? What's the plan?
We're gathering information at the current moment. I bring a party of 5, and Maya has brought her shin.
Small enough to be a guerrilla faction, but not enough to do a full-on frontal assault. If we are to retake the city, most of the most of the men here would still be loyal to Lady Saito, especially when with what she's told me about what the Empress has done. Most of them would go with her if it wasn't for Masao and this Lady Ida. I saw her pick up a man and crush his skull with her bare hand. She took, I would say, when a sword was pointed at her, she bit, I would say, she took it and snapped it in between her teeth. None dared to fight them after that.
From what I
I
know,
don't know what she is, but she is not human.
she isn't human. She is a dragon.
Oh shit. Osaka, we need to leave this city. None of us have the power to fight a dragon that's that powerful.
In my time away, my party has fought and won against the dragon.
You did what? And your party? It sounds like you have like that much has happened while you've been gone, while you left this city.
Yes, done a lot of growing.
You could have
The
told me
shock
when you
god.
left, you know.
The right timing is always sudden.
That is
Oh,
true.
I do apologize.
However, there is something else. One more thing. If you need to break out, you must get say if we're going to break out, you must find someone say either talented enough to break the locks on this prison because there is a multifold say lock on the front of it. I do not think any of the Shin have that capability. There might be someone in the I'll say a smuggler. Someone by the I'll say someone by the name of Jin. Look, I'll say you can find him by his name, the Handler. He might have the proficiency to break the lock. If any of your I don't know any of your party members, but I don't know if any of them will be as good at that as him. In addition, we will need some sort of distraction to draw the guards away if you are going to break us out. Which, by the way, you absolutely shouldn't because of the fact that you need to get the fuck out of here.
Not without you.
I found a bar of soap, Senpai. I only found one. Gotta see if I can slick up one of their boots. Make it look like they slipped on a putt. I'll say they slipped on something. Dragged her into this too. What happened to protecting her?
Her family's under house arrest as well.
I know. Because of that, I have failed in my duty to protect them and to be there. We all have. But we would not work for them, so they decided to imprison us at Lady Saito's flea. Lucky for us, the dragon, as you say, I still can't believe I'm saying that, saw us more like playthings than threats. Masao wanted to execute us. Apparently she is the power behind us in the city at this moment.
I will be handing them both their comeuppance.
We will see, nephew. Hopefully what you say is true. And they will they will receive it at our hands and our blade. Will there be any signal when you are coming to break us out? There are enough of us that we should be able to overwhelm the guards in this wing, wing, but anything beyond that might be a little bit tricky without proper weaponry.
Ah, yes, signal. Great.
As you come as he says this, Maya comes over and says, "You'll know the signal when you hear it. Trust me on that. Senpai, we need to go.
It was good speaking with you, Uncle.
Go with you as well, nephew. Lady
I will be
Saito.
back soon.
Yes, Lord Yamato. Keep my nephew from doing anything stupid. I promise that. I'll keep Senpai safe. He's supposed to be safe, dude. I know, but I need to watch his back too. Speaking of back, what the fuck is that sword? Before you go, what is that?
I unsheathed it in front of him.
Who did you kill to get that?
It was bestowed upon me by Argus Bane.
You met Argus Bane? Okay, while I love this touching nephew uncle reunion, Lord Yamato senpai, we really do not have time for this.
I'll catch you up later.
Go. All right, I need another set of stealth checks.
Oh, okay. 28. How many more?
Give me 2.
Okay. 19.
Okay. Luckily, the DC minimum was 17.
Oh, I got two 19s. Okay.
Yes.
Whew.
You were lucky there, because Maya also barely fucked us. They didn't fuck you over too. She got an 18.
Ooh.
Because,
Volleyball.
but I was like, I don't remember how long Pass Without a Trace lasts. Let me see. Pass Without Trace is an hour. Okay. So yeah, you had actually had the plus 10, so never mind. It would have been hard for y'all to fail it. Natural
Oh,
ones,
okay.
basically. So as y'all find your way back down to it, you do hear you do see walking by. Maya did set up one of the guards, basically like just like sleeping on the thing, in a chair on the other side of the room. I was saying of the hall, and you do see one guy has slipped. Say it looks like one guy like she put a bar of soap and like scrubbed up the bottom of his boot, so it looks like he tripped on himself.
Let's
And
go.
yeah,
Surely they don't notice.
that is because of a natural 20 on the investigation check.
Let's go.
Now the question is, will they buy it? You'll have to see. As y'all manage to escape, I need one more stealth check on the outside.
They have a buy, right, guys?
What'd you get?
On what?
The stealth check.
Oh, I got two 19s in a row.
No, another. Oh, you must have cut out. I said one. Give me one more stealth check.
Oh, okay. 21. Or is that
21.
31?
All right. As you make your way successfully through the waters, up in through the tunnels, you find yourself back in the tunnels. As Maya breaches before you, but when you stick your head up, you notice that she isn't there.
I gotta look for her then. This
Well, keep looking all you like, little human.
I'm gonna draw Gosh Razor.
As you try to, I need a strength check.
Strength check.
Yes. You can do, I would say, yeah, strength check.
19.
Okay. Okay, damn, I might actually have to try it this one. Never mind.
Oh, dang it.
As you feel this massively imposing hand grab the base of Godrazor and keep it in its sheath. Now. As you slowly see this hand form into this humanoid thing attached to this long robe, as this thing drops, and then you see Maya being held up by the throat, seemingly unconscious, up against the wall, and this humanoid with purple eyes looking straight at you. Hello, Osaku.
What do you want?
Oh, no courteous return of information. I say of introduction. If you're worried about her, don't. She is fine. Besides, if I'm trying to I was saying induct you into my service, what would the purpose be in killing the woman you love? As I've told you before, I know what it's like to have the person who I cared about, who I loved most, taken from me justly.
Then what is this current treatment about?
Privacy. If she was conscious, we couldn't have a private conversation. I just knocked her out. A simple mental attack just to render her unconscious for the next few minutes. She will have no lasting effects, no pain. This is simply one-on-one conversation. I
Then
wanted to
I'll
once
see
again
where you.
extend my offer. Do you not think that the people who were at that wedding got to where they are off the backs of people who worked much harder than the people who actually slaved away doing everything else while they just ate at the fat and took the best for themselves? It wasn't difficult to get your empress to see side of what is right. How these gods do not actually care about you. They see you as tools. They see you as expendable. I would see you as valuable, indispensable, noble warriors who would help make this world a better place.
How then do you see the lives of those you took?
There are sacrifices that must be made when trying to save the lives of many. Are not the lives of many more valuable than the lives of the few? Are not billions worth the lives of thousands? Millions?
The life of any holds value.
It does. And yet 10 lives are worth more. 100? 1,000? For every one that we say that dies today, how many are saved in the future because of the end result of what happens here?
It is clear your Chuma's guided to see.
No, I've just lived long enough to know that that in the end scheme, these few lives are worth the change that can come about. But I can also see that you are least receptive to this conversation of the three, I would say, of your comrades I have spoken to thus far.
Your goal should be to protect any life.
I am old enough to understand that some lives must be sacrificed for lives down the road to be saved. Do you think godhood happens because of hopes and prayers? No. It's much more than that.
This is how you view it. You're no better than the gods you condemn.
No. I am better because I know what it's like to be. I know what it's like to lose. I know what it is like to feel the pain of those losses and not just see them as pawns on a chessboard. I know that at the end of the day, my followers will get what's coming to them at the end. I say in the end, they will stand accountable for their actions, good or evil. Think on my offer again. And if you do try to combat either Masao or Idaho, no, they will not show you the same mercy I show you.
Much mercy will not be necessary. I will think on your offer, but I can assure you it won't be a long thought.
You are a stubborn one, Yosaku Ito. Not unlike your predecessor, Wanderer King Kaimel. Do take care of Miss Saito. And with that, you see him turn invisible again. You see Maya sort of like slide down. She kind of like lands on top of where like your invisible stuff is. What, Senpai? What just happened?
An uninvited visitor.
Who? What?
He's gone now.
Who are you talking about? What? Where are they? As she's pulled both of her daggers at this point.
He's left. It's not to worry about anymore.
Who was it? Senpai, what aren't you telling me?
Uh,
Senpai.
Perhaps I was approached by Yurvash.
He started a world war. He could have killed us right there. Why would he talk to us? And why would you listen?
We were still at his mercy.
So you did it to save me. Senpai,
Yeah.
when it comes to a fight, I need you to know that the people come first before me, okay? That's an order.
It'll take. Understood.
What were you about to say, out of curiosity?
I was just hesitating on saying it.
You're assigned to protect me by birth. But then she touches Godrazor on the tip. But you have more important things than me to protect. I'm going to try and stay out of your way, Senpai. I know there are battles you can that you have to fight, places where you can go, but I can't. I know that. But just know that everything here is more important. She does give you a hug.
It'll take more for me to know that, but I will still follow your order.
Thank you. As she like slowly like shoves you away, and it's like, because you realize y'all are still both basically in the swimming clothes you had on. Yay! Awkward moment.
Do I smell of?
No, it's just you could see your face like starting to get red a little bit.
It must be cold. It is. Let's head back.
No. You know, you're not cold. Quite the opposite. As she keeps like avoiding like looking over at you, she's like, oh shit. Just put your armor back on. Stupid senpai.
All right.
And again, also, I'll say, I'm gonna let you decide whether or not it clicks or not. But hey, it's up to you.
It does not click.
Good. I love this. I love the Jusaku stubbornness. Yeah. All right. So, you'll get back to the base, and that is about where we're going to end the session for today. When we get back next week, you can decide whether or not you want to do the prison break first, or try to go after either Masao or Idahog first.
We should rescue the people so that if we go after the other dudes first, they might like hurt the prisoners as retaliation.
True.
All right. With that,
Granted, if
see you next week.